Egg-like laugh. What does that even mean? I forgot. I'm gonna just turn the microphone a little bit away from my face, just in case I scream. It's a good deal. Hi! And I also need to get Twitch up on my phone again because I cannot see what anybody is saying. Hey, Connor! Squid! Right? I wanna see the chat in live. Let me see it live, Twitch app. Yes. Yes! I wanna see the chat. It's me. Oh, you don't hear that. Oh god. Oh, it's so awful to hear my own voice. Ooh. Hey, Zach. Hey, Trash. You just woke up from a nap? Nice. Podcast was awesome. Thanks, Connor. I'm glad you enjoyed it today. We got sassy on that one. Hey, Chan. Nice. So I'm excited to play more of Tokyo Dark. I think if I'm looking at the OBS, yes, I am. Need to make it smaller. You can actually see it. Okay, rude. There we go. Hey, Bulb. To do a nap attack? Man, I'm glad everybody napped. Nice. Makes me feel less alone. Yesterday I slept like just overnight. I slept for 11 hours. So probably for all of yesterday I must have. Oh my god. I'm a what? More than 14 hours? Jeez. Breath of the Wild is super good. Hey, Bitbot and LL64. I'm sorry you've been so sick. Hey, Min. Hey, Lily. Odd one out. It's okay. Just go to sleep, and that's like a really long nap. Just make sure you sleep today. Not you guys. My notification that was going off. Now that if I get notifications on my phone, it's gonna brr on the stream. I don't take naps. So we are continuing on with Tokyo Dark, where we are not okay. It's the easy way to put it. We're pretty much our like boyfriend slash husband slash police partner got murdered, and we let him get murdered because he was killed by a ghost girl because we killed the ghost girl. And there's a mask. It's a little complicated. You'll figure it out because they'll probably repeat it. What all is happening? Man, Bulb, you should go to sleep. Oh my god, all you guys pulling all nighters and stuff? Go to sleep. It's important. The opposite of okay. So let's continue. And I have a snack. I'm sorry. Well, technically, we killed a kid. We don't do kid killing on the stream. Ugh, my head's pounding like it was hit by a damn freight train. Oh wait, we already saw this. So she like went to go back to the scene of the crime like all perpetrators do. Some people in the chat are suspicious that she did kill everybody and she's just crazy. So she went back into the tunnel and like we got captured by something, then we woke up in bed, so she's freaking out. The tunnel and those noises in the nightmare all felt as real as the sheets in this bed. No problem, Big. Kazuki, who is her boyfriend. I saw Kazuki, didn't I? I felt like he said something to me. What was it? But how did I get home? I was in Shinjuku and I went into the sewer, then what? Maybe Tanaka was right. Tanaka is also her boyfriend. For some reason she calls him alternate, just like by his first name and last name, which, you know, I also do that. I also call my parents Elizabeth all the that. At this rate, I'll burn out if I'm not careful. Let's pick this up. What's this? The photo from the tunnel? Impossible. That can't be. It was a nightmare, a delusion. It wasn't real. I must have picked it up in the station, but no, I've never seen this before. Why can't I remember? Could it have been real? If it was then, that means Kazuki really is out there somewhere, just like Reina was. Oh. Alright. I'm also probably just, like, real talk, not gonna read out every piece of dialogue because they repeat themselves a lot in this game. Kazuki and Tanaka are the same person, or Tanaka are the same person, yes. Her boyfriend's name was Kazuki Tanaka. And we have this, like, crazyometer to tell us how crazy we gotten. As you can see, we're pretty crazy. So, oh, we can't even take our drugs. Let's talk to our cat. She really, like, the thing is, when you talk to a cat, she really likes to talk to the cat. I mean, Connor, I'm not gonna blame the writing on that. I think that that's a gameplay mechanic purposeful move so that if you stop playing this game for a week and you pick it up later, you can remember where you're at. Oh, our neighbor is just here. I heard you were up and the doors open, so I let myself in. If Mist is the killer, I'll be happy. So she's just checking in. Things have been so quiet lately without Tanaka. Thought I might be lonely. She asked where we were last night. She listened for us and didn't hear anything. So, we really were out last night. Sorry if I worried you. I don't know where I was. I mean, I had a late night. Anyways. Oh my god, and there's another earthquake. Totally unrelated to all the creepy ghost things happening. Another big earthquake. What if something were to happen to you? What if I didn't know where you were? You can see why I'd be worried. Okay, little girl. Yeah, but Connor, I think that it's a smart thing to do. The donut hoodie. We did also find the photo, yeah. Who's going to take care of you if I don't? Girl, you are an actual child, I'm pretty sure. You're a high school student. You should not be taking care of a grown adult. Takes her pills, which ups our sanity but lowers our investigation. Which is honestly not that high. But unfortunately, if you take another pill, you only get +1 instead of +10. So, like, unless I really want to sit here and take 24 pills, I'll probably just leave. That's all I can do. I'm still not certain that she's not gonna kill us, Lily. It's not even banana toast. I don't own a toaster, so it's just banana bread. Oh my god, we get to choose? I don't know, man. I'm not supposed to be at the police HQ. I guess I'll go there, though. Uh-oh, she saw everything that we did. Well, you're welcome for saving you your job. Oh, so she's not gonna tell anyone. Oh man, we made the right choice and it didn't even harm us. That's great. You've always been nice to me. You covered for me. I owed you, so now we're even. But you owe me big for this. Big time for this. Big time. I'm not gonna ask you why you did what you did. I don't think I want to know. But get some help with whatever you're working through instead of pulling crazy stunts like that. I can't let you in the building. That came from Yukimura. He said not to let any non-active officers in the building. You need to be more careful, okay? Well, girl, thanks for having our back. You're great. It's whole wheat bread. It is. It is livable, or at least there's multiple endings. Yeah, why not go in here? I have no idea where I'm supposed to- Oh! Miho, I thought we befriended you. Why are you being so sassy? Oh, okay, I guess Okay, thanks for letting me know, game. We're gonna go around and ask people about this photo. Hey, have you seen this girl whose face it looks like I X'd out? Not that I'm, curious, but I'm curious. Mm-mm. Man, that little picture says 1996 on it, so I'm pretty sure whoever gave that to you is pulling your leg. Girl, did you not notice that there's a 1996 in the background? Oh, it might not even be a date. It could be a room number or a password. I don't know why we're interrogating this random lady. Honestly, I don't think there's any other way to say I don't know that I haven't said already. This girl wouldn't have been just another girl. She would have stood out. So think. My gut tells me she passed through here. Alright, I'll put my thinking cap on. Ready? Yeah, seriously. Just let this poor woman be alone. The papers are saying you might be crazy. Take care of yourself. Thanks, mijo. I should put you on the force with that kind of detective skills. I hope this guy's still here. He didn't just, leave because I told him to give up his job. Yeah, have you seen this girl? Hey, she's pretty cute. She does look familiar. The papers are correct. Is 1996 in the corner? 96 was a good year for me. Look at me now. Didn't quite turn out the way that I planned. Oh, man. No, I want you to be a good cook. I'm sorry I told you not to cook anymore. Please cook. I'm sorry. I think I might know who it is. She looks just like this flash-in-the-pan idol from way back when. Had a hit song or something like that. Her name was Sparkly Diamond... Can't remember. Huh. It was from when I was younger. Must be married by kids... with kids by now. It sure looks like her, that's for sure. I was really into idols when I was younger. I kept a scrapbook. So she looks like an old idol? Nothing that you can think of. I would ask someone younger than me. She may have been around towards the end of my idol obsession. Hope that helped a little. Aw, this guy's the sweetest one. Sayaka Maizona? What's this music? Oh, let's try 1996 on the keypad. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Well then, let's go ask this kid in here. Alright. A genuine pop idol performance photo. Based on the, lighting and outfit, it looks like it's pretty ancient. Must be over 10 years old! 10 years is ancient. I'm not gonna ask how old you think I am. It says in this cozy little spot in Akihabara. She's based there. Me and my girlfriend were at a concert there, and I think she had the hots for me. Ew. Akihabara. He told you. She's like, wow, kid, you really know your stuff. And he's like, yeah, she's probably from Akihabara, that city with millions of people in it. Go there. I think a pretty wisdomful, he says. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's go to Akihabara. Yeah, the photo was literally found in the sewers, and we're not going back there because it seems like every time we go back there, we go crazy. And we're really trying hard not to go crazy, so let's go to Akihabara! Akihabara is the anime capital, so all of Steins Gate took place here. inside there's a few salarymen gathered around looking at pictures of high school girls posted up on the wall. Huh. Okay. When you put it like that, it sounds super creepy. I don't mean to be rude. I couldn't help notice all you guys. Seems kind of intense. You're not a maid in disguise, are you? No? What are you two doing? Be yourself. You should go crazy if someone sneezed in her direction on the street. We're already crazy. All the hidden secrets of Akiba. You don't even know the half of it. There's whole mazes of electronic stores, stalls selling computer and radio parts, anything else you can imagine. Okay, cool. Urban exploration. I'm a writer, an aspiring writer, and a web developer in his day job. Projects like this that give him the fuel for the creative fire. I'm an artist, graphic designer on the side. Commissioned to come out here and working on sketches for a book he's working on. Urban horror. Oh no, an urban horror book. I doubt you believe the things that go on in the city even if I told you. Have you been mapping out the street? Getting a weird vibe from here. It's like any other side street in Akiba. Nothing unusual. We were almost ready to move on, but see that elevator over there? Looks normal, but it's deceiving. We think it eats people. We've been staking it out the last few days. As far as we can tell, it doesn't belong to any store in that building. It only lets certain people in, and when they get in, we never see them come back out. Good night, LeBulb! A death metal idol group. Go ahead and try it. We have. It's either eating people or Yakuza vampires. This is the best idea you've had all week, Cody. No, a Hollywood agent in LA. Vampires are all the rage. Let's bring them back. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess now we can look at this elevator? It's out of service. Well, that was helpful. What about this? Pachinko parlor? Okay. This looks cat-themed maid cafe? This seems promising. Yeah, welcome, gentle mistress. I'm Ikonya. What's your name? It's like we've gone straight back to Steins Gate. She's even got the same haircut. What is this? Actually, wait, she looks like Rico. Or Reino, or whatever her face is. She looks like that girl because she's got the same eyes. Alright. It's important I personally guide you to your table. Mistress Ayami Nyan? That option is included on the menu under full access communication. It's only 1,000 yen extra and then you can ask all the questions you want. Yay! If you want pictures, you'll have to order the pretty checky photo option. Only 1,000 yen per photo. Yay! Clearly starving. Mistress, where are my manners? That wasn't very polite of me. What can this humble servant fetch for you? Maybe it was the choice of Steins Gate. I only want to ask about photo. You're so hungry you don't even remember me explaining the pretty checky photo option. You've grown delirious. We'll get you some food soon. We have nyan pan nyan cakes, paw berry cheesecake, persto pasta, and all are available to come in a drink set. Ew. Why? I'm a detective. That sounds serious and I would love to help you. Just one little tiny detail first. May I see your badge? Oh, we don't have our badge anymore. No badge, huh? How convenient. I certainly haven't met any female detectives before. Oh. Let's stick to the rules, okay? Ugh. What about the photo? Okay, rules are rules. So I guess we just have to order the pancakes. I hope she gets well paid. Maybe she gets tips. Hey, Max. Ultra secret Nyanpan fan cheer? But I must insist, Ayami Nyan. One can't taste the love cooked into the Nyanpan Nyan cakes unless it's released by the Nyanpan fan cheer. Ugh. I don't find this funny, though. This is painful. This is not funny to me. This is just long and tiring. I'm tired. I'm tired of this conversation. I'm engaged in your plot. Stop trying to ruin it with light-hearted humor. It doesn't belong. Nyan, repeat these sacred verses. Nyan malo, nyan palo, nyan wala pa. You gotta nyan cha and get the fuck out of there. We are a detective, but we had to turn in our badge because we got in trouble because everybody thinks we murdered our boyfriend. Nyan malo, nyan palo, nyan wala pa. The passion, the vigor. I can feel the love pouring into the room. I do feel like a bit of negativity just flew out of me. Your pancakes have arrived. Oh, the pancakes are shaped like little cats. And a whipped cream tail. And now she's like, but I want to eat it. Shut up about the photo. Okay. Oh, but we gained 10 sanity and minus 10 neurosis. Minus 1 professionalism, but okay. She just went, yeah! And said, I'm concentrating to my fullest, but this young mistress is not familiar to me. And the girl in the photo is the girl who murdered her boyfriend and also who we accidentally shot in the head with a bullet and who died. So that's kind of why we're like trying to figure out who she is. She's a fashion designer in Akihabara who designs costumes for the maids and idols who don't have a big budget. She has a shop on this very street. She's a mysterious lady. Her shift starts soon, you can ask her about it. And next time, give me a picture of the pancakes. Okay. It was an accident, Squid. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, this isn't good. Whoop! We're just gonna click through all of this conversation. Uh-oh. Okay. I didn't do anything. I guess we have to talk to this dude again. Okay, we're gonna ask you a few questions. My bookshop's nestled between a cat-made cafe and a cat cafe, so yes, it's all a little strange. It's a stressful set of neighbors to have. Who doesn't love maids? Cat cafe is a different story. The owner's a nice lady, but all those cats of hers make a lot of noise at night. My father owned this store. This area was nothing like it is now. It had more authenticity. Nowadays, it feels like one big advertisement. My grandfather was amazing. We used to sell stuff in this shop. Nowadays, we just sell manga. I'm telling you my entire life story. Don't worry about why. You are just a random person on the street, and I guess I just really needed to vent. I never had the talent or the eye that my father and grandfather had. Oh well, you don't really know how much something means to you until it's gone, you know? Oh, okay. Your normal customers aren't this chatty, and that's what it was, secretly, this whole time. MJ. We're just trying to find out information on an idol. Also, we're basically being framed for the murder of our boyfriend, and we're trying to figure out how to, you know, not that. Except for the fact that, like, the person we think murdered our boyfriend is a dead girl that we killed. So, I'm the owner, Sachiko Akiyama. I'm investigating something, wondering if you've seen the girl in this photo. Looks like all the other girls around here. I don't know much about it. Oh my god, cat! Ah! That's so cute! Sorry about him, he can get a little too friendly sometimes. His name is Tomo! Tomo! Guys, it was meant to be. His name is Tomo. Oh my god, don't touch him. He's a little sick. Oh no. He's making some messes out of both ends. Oh no. Took him to the vet this morning, but can't figure out either. Oh no, she thinks it's getting worse. Happy birthday, MJ! My cats all get the best care. They're fed the best food, are on the best kitty cardio routines, and are pampered day and night. I even read the paper to them to make sure they're up to date on current events. But poor Tomo. Maybe we should go and ask the cat collector. Reader who lives around here who specializes in knowing everything feline? There's so many collectors in this place. Oh, he threw up. Tomo! I want Tomo! Where's Tomo? Tomo! I can't pet Tomo. Alright, so we have to figure out a way to get into here, maybe? This elevator is also out of service. Oh, what is this place? Hi, pretty girl. Sure, I'll ask you about the photo. Oh, she looks spunky. Okay, so we accidentally killed the girl because she was holding someone hostage and a mask possessed us and we're kind of crazy. The girl came back from the dead and killed our boyfriend. So we're still pretty crazy. They're probably dropping something in for later on. Maybe like Tomo dies. I'm Moeka. Oh my god, it's an actual reference. It's an actual reference to Steins Gate, guys. Why would they name her Moeka? I don't trust this bitch. Ugh, what decade is that dress from? Glow sticks? This isn't some idol thing, is it? If you're from some modeling agency or whatever, I'll tell you right now, there's no way I'll wear that kind of gothic Lolita stuff. Ugh. How should I know? Idol stuff is so boring. Are you like the investigators on TV? Did that girl cheat on some guy's wife or something? That's so exciting. Now what should you do? You should totally ask the collector about that photo. The collector, it's like a name he gives himself. Guy knows everything there is to know around here. My friend Akane told me about it. If that girl's an Akihabara, I bet he knows about it. No, aren't you listening? I said he knows everything. Which shops are employing foreigners illegally? Who's behind on their rent? He even knows which capsule machines have the rarest stuff. At least that's what I heard. Well, it's complicated. Akane works around here part-time, and there was a customer who used to come in and kind of obsess over her, you know? A real creep. Before long, he was following her home. She complained, but her boss wouldn't believe her, so Akane asked the collector to give her something to make the weirdo go away. Sure did. He gave her a photo of the guy that she mailed to the creep's wife. Let's just say it was incriminating. I don't hate Steins Gate, but if you know anything about Moeka and Steins Gate, yeah. She's out with someone new right now. You could always watch the VODs, and then you'll know all about Steins Gate. Hey, Ren. No one seemed to know anything about Reyna, but every time I brought her up, I heard the collector over and over. It was the only clue I had. I knew if I was going to get any further in the case, it was the thread I'd need to follow. All right, well, good. I'm glad that that's a thing that you want to do now, but like, can I talk to this guy yet? What if he's the collector, though? You're being awful judgmental. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, maybe her coworker's back. Her coworker is not back. Should I talk to her again? Mina? She's here, but I don't think she'll be able to talk. Something awful has happened. It's really bad. Good night, MJ. Monumentally, horrifically terrible, Yaminyan. The perfect storm of soul-crushing existential dread. Yeah, can I help? Maybe she'll talk to you. Wait here one moment. Oh, she's adorable! Oh, hi. Yeah. Something bad happened. Maybe I can help you? I don't think I can talk about it. Every time I think about him, I just want to go into the back and cry. I'm a police officer. I can figure out a way to make this better. Police? Well, it's Samuel. Who's he? A distant relation? A boyfriend? Did he hurt you? Run out with your money? Samuel Cuddlesworth. My best friend. He's missing. Cuddlesworth. A cat? Her ultra-rare one-of-a-kind kitty plush. A teddy bear. A plush! Samuel Cuddlesworth was not a teddy bear, he was an ultra-rare cat plush. Oh, cruel world. The hideousness of the cosmos laid bare before my very eyes. Why did I think you'd understand? Ray. She would be if her eyes were red. Hello, XGA. I'm all alone. We're all alone and then we die. I don't think she'll be of much use to society until she finds a replacement for Cuddlesworth. Want some pancakes? Guys, which tactic should we take? Insist on information, find her a plush, or pancakes? I feel like if we go pancakes, then we're gonna lose professionalism. I don't know if insisting on information would be neurotic, though. I don't know what would... Mrs. Donut Crane game? Pancakes? Oh, 2H. That's pretty smart. Alright, we'll say we'll get her a plush. Alright, no pancakes for us. We always lose professionalism in it. We are not the most professional. Oh, who's this chick? Yeah, let's ask you both about the collector. Are they dating? Are they on a date? Oh no, Akane's crying. Ask what's wrong. What do you care? One of our customers is an asshole, that's all. I work at one of the JK cafes around here. They want high school girls in uniform to serve food and play games and stuff. Nothing weird. I don't know about that. The customers want to hold my hand or pretend to be my teacher. Sometimes they buy me things. It's harmless. It doesn't bother you that these customers who want to hold your hand are mostly middle-aged men? Hey, you don't know her. Don't act all high and mighty just because you're older. It's better than working in some shitty restaurant or at a convenience store. And you're right, I can't judge you, but obviously something isn't working out if she's crying like that. One of her clients is an asshole. He was nice to me, but when I said I wouldn't go into his dirty sewer with him, and he snapped, he threatened me and told me I was an ugly little girl. Oh my god, it's that guy again. Oh, he's such a creep. Just a fat, disgusting old pervert. I never want to see. Yeah, seriously, he was trying to assault a high schooler. He was so nice before and would hold my hand and say how pretty I was. Why would he say all those things? Oh, girl. Girl. You sit down, honey. We gotta have a talk. Yeah, it was moves. Hey, Stagger. You know, make him stay away from Akane. Make him stay the hell out of Akihabara. How about this? You make it so me and Akane never have to see his fat, four-eyed pervert face again, and we'll tell you everything you want to know. We have a deal? I mean, I guess so. Sure, deal. Ran away towards the train station. Oh man, I could have played the crane game, and now I've unlocked a different side quest, so we can't do it. That's okay though. I think this is probably way more important than their stupid. I didn't actually listen to where she said I was supposed to go check. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, but I can still play this. I want this. I want it. 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 Get it for me. Get it. Get it. No, I want it! It's so cute! What is this bull? Why is it not gonna go any lower? Is that as low as it goes? What is that? That's such BS. Demand a refund. This is who I was supposed to get from the beginning. I wanted the other one though. But I want the other one. No! I'm 5 and I want the other one. Bunny, we're so much cuter. This is awful. It's the worst thing that's happened to me. Hi, here's your stupid plushie. Countess Belinda Fluffle stuff. If you're feeling better, can you tell me about this collector? I heard she studies fashion design in France and then came to Japan. She knows everything about Akiba fashion. She didn't ask for money? Strange. How'd you find her? I spend a lot of time outside here promoting the cafe. Sometimes I notice the signs would flicker. The images on them would change. I can see from the mistress's expression that she does not believe me. It's true. She shows you what you want on the sign, like an invitation to trade. Then when there's 3 paper cranes outside her shop, you go down and she shows you what she has. Her taste is impeccable, she's never wrong. It's true. Supposedly she got some local computer hacker type to give her access to some of the signs in the area remotely. The other shop owners don't mind because it only happens occasionally. The stories probably bring in more business than the signs themselves. How does she know what you want? You're supposed to be the detective, not me. She probably got webcams everywhere so she can see what the girls are wearing and try to bait them in. It's a small group of people who know the rumor to begin with, anyway. Small group! The dress, the one she made for me, was exactly what I wanted. The bells, the stitching, everything down to the last detail. Everyone assumed I had it commissioned, but I never told anyone the truth because I was scared. Somehow she knew exactly what I wanted, and all she asked for in return was the old handmade dress my mother and I made together. An amazing deal, but something wasn't right about her or her shop. Who has a shop that's 4 levels deep in the basement, in a room with no other customers? Felt like some sort of criminal, even though all I was doing was getting a dress. The dress, the one I gave up, it was cheap, the stitching was subpar, and there were patches all over it from all the times I had to repair it. Despite all that, I wish I'd never given it away. Sometimes I think I should try and get it back, but the truth is I'm afraid to. I don't want to go back there. Sorry, I got a little serious there. That's everything I know, though. Okay. Creepy. What, so now do we just have to, like, walk around until the signs flicker and tell us where the lady is? Huh. And is there even anybody over here? Engaging! They don't really give you very many, like, ideas of where you're supposed to go. I guess we can try healing this. Yeah. Oh man, my chat froze again! Yeah, we bribed that lady with a kitty plushie. Stay in the cat cafe. Alright. She feeds them sashimi. I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all those extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? You bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swill. I got a little carried away. I didn't mean to be rude. Anything different about today's lunch order? I usually only order one box from Soichi, but the last few days I've received 2 boxes. I didn't think anything of it until you mentioned it. Alright, so you want me to go check on your cat thing. I mean, I'll do it, but only because... No, I'll talk to him. Because we gotta be professional. Chat. The frozen chat. Hey, Fluffy! Hey, what is this about the sashimi? Oh! Oh! Are you trying to hit on her? Oh, so he gives one of his regular customers 1 box of sushi and they go and get a second box and give it to her? That's super creepy. That's so creepy! That's so creepy. Can I talk to you at all? Yeah, I can. I hate cats, he says. Well, what'd you have for lunch? Box lunch from a convenience store. Okay, so it's not him. Okay. Oh wait, I know who it probably is! Oh, he's not here anymore. Box of sushi from Soichi down the street, uh-huh. Should I accuse him? He's the only one who said that he goes to Soichi's. Hey, Allie. Well, don't worry, it's not actually that spoopy. So far, we've just been hanging out in cat cafes and getting cat plushies. Should I accuse him, guys? It kind of seems like he's the only one that makes sense unless I want to go into, like... Unless I want to try and find my way into the... Ah! The crane! The crane! There's one crane. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll accuse this dude. Hey, low-key, you poison cats. Huh? How'd you... Wait, it's not what you think. I rent the apartment store above her shop and the furballs are always yowling all night. The no-top owner gives them sashimi at lunch, so I added some laxatives to it is all. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. Little cleanup is fair payback for her cats keeping me up day after day. The woman's ruining my damn life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson, not someone else. Ew. The thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and I'm kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Wow, we just got it right immediately. So I think we have to help all 3 people. Into the cat cafe. Objection. Hipster's neighbor isn't your biggest fan. You just put laxatives. You wanted to ruin your day. Someone should be fine in a day or two. What a scumbag. I'm so used to it I didn't notice, but I'll have a contractor come out and finally see about soundproofing this place. Yeah, so the collector only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese breed to the cafe. After searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. When I'd given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and to come to her shop. Suffice it to say I was ecstatic. Business was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too, only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. She was nothing special. That is so rude! She was nothing special. An old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. That sounds like something special. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. She's not a vet. She just owns a cat cafe where people can go and sit with cats. I tried to go back and give the kitten back for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside of her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Wow, this lady seems like creepy AF. Alright, she told me to go look at, like, the train tracks or somewhere to go get this guy. I wish I could remember where she told me to go. Alright, I guess we just have to wander until we figure it out. Probably if we go to Shinjuku, we'll find him here. Hopefully. I know! Is he in here? Goto? Yeah. He's outside the bar 15 minutes ago. Ew! Oh no, he went into the sewer with a woman! No! I don't wanna go find him in the sewer where he's Run fast, woman, please. Let's get there before he does. Oh, it's too late. Oh god. I don't wanna see it. I don't wanna see this. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. This is worse than I thought. Gross. Stay away from her. Girl. I love you. There's people who care about you. Don't do this. You do not need to do this. You called the cops? I'm getting out of here, you creep. Bitch was a prude anyways, would barely let me touch her. Ew! Now that we're alone, why don't we start from where we left off? Ugh! She's 16, old enough to know what she wants. As adults, we can do whatever we want, right? Sewer, another standoff. It felt so familiar. Are you kidding me? You're breaking the law. Oh my god, are we gonna potentially shoot another person? No, I don't want to shoot another person, oh god. This is not what I wanted. Guess I should be grateful you haven't broken out the rope yet. You're trespassing. Then I find you here again after with some girl in Akihabara who says you've been harassing her. Didn't realize you liked me that much. It's okay, detective. I know why you really came and found me. No one will disturb us down here. You're disgusting. How many students have you harassed and lured down here? Like I said, I like them young! Ah! I'm not sure why you're laughing. Harassment and stalking of a minor is a crime, and one that I'm sure your company wouldn't appreciate being public knowledge. If I catch you in the sewer again, or even catch a whiff of your stink around Akihabara, I'll bring you in myself and make sure everyone knows it. Got it? Haha, settle down. Let's just talk this through. Money, you cops aren't paid much, right? Ugh, fine, but your superior will hear about this. Even though he was an idiot, he probably knew I didn't have a strong case against him. Nothing that would land him in jail anyway. All I could have hoped for is that his need to maintain appearances compelled him to stay away from Akihabara long enough for me to get the information I needed. Ugh. God. Man, you guys just waiting for me to kill people up in here? Alright, let's go tell that girl that we, I don't know, talk to him, I guess. We didn't really, like, threaten him properly. So he's probably gonna come back, but I guess at least we talked to him. Gato's gone. That doesn't matter, forget him. Remind me not to get on his bad side. We owe you, huh? I mean, everything you know about the Collector? He knows everything, so I've got this theory, right? I think he's some sort of hacker. Having all that kind of dirt must be great, not to mention he must be loaded. The Collector isn't interested in money. You didn't pay him, how'd you get the picture? Waka, you told her? I told her that was private. Well, since you know anyways, when that client started following me home, I was desperate, so I asked the Collector for something that would make him stop bothering me. In exchange, he only asked for one thing. I used to carry a photo of my dad on me all the time. He died when I was 7 years old and I never told anyone I had it. Somehow he knew. In exchange for that photo, he gave me the incriminating photo for free. What choice did I have? I was scared, but ever since then, I feel like I forget my dad's face a little bit more every day. It gets more and more fuzzy. Why don't you go back and get it? His shop is right under this arcade. You can get to it through an elevator, but I never found him again after that day. The elevator doesn't work normally. I tried. He controls it and leaves a sign that it's turned on. I don't want you going after him, Moeka. He's dangerous. I appreciate everything you did for me, but don't go after him. Something isn't right with him. I appreciate the concern, but there's no need to worry about me. Look for the 3 paper cranes hanging in front of the elevator. If you see them, you'll be able to go down. That's all I can tell you. Okay, I'm worried about this. I'm worried about this. Oh god. Okay. Okay, let's go see this Collector. I'm scared of them. I'm really scared of them. Oh. This doesn't seem right. Doesn't match the descriptions I got at all. Oh my god, is it Reina again? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said the cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? Oh, God, there's just a person there. I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him, the Collector? The Collector, Crow, one of many names given to me over the years. But how come people thought you were a woman? Did you just wear a dress and they thought you were an old woman? No time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Wah! Fluffy McBingle Bangle! And Cece! Oh, a day ago, Cece resubscribed. And Fluffy McBingle Bangle also subscribed. Thank you, Fluffy! I couldn't see, it didn't tell me whether you, are you joining the fold for the first time, or have you been part of the fold? It didn't tell me, and I don't recall. Either way, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the fold! Ah! I'm sorry, the game is full screen, so I don't actually get to see my own notifications. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not so solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend, they break. Am I wrong? Nothing's been the same since Kamakura. First timer! Fluffy! Thank you so much for subscribing, and welcome to the fold! There, now I get to actually officially welcome you to the fold. If you have Discord, then you can link your Twitch and Discord and come join us in the fold chat. That'll be fun. Thank you for subscribing, I appreciate that. Nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Since Chincident. Thanks, Zek. Yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? She gave me no choice. Of course it wasn't. I never meant to, or something made me. I mean, something made me feels like the truth, but I also feel like if we say something made me, it's gonna make us more insane. Man, I actually don't know what to answer here. I'm trying to choose between I never meant to and something made me. Because if we choose something made me, I'm worried that she's just gonna get more crazy because, you know, she'd be believing that there's, like, supernatural things existing. Whereas if we say I never meant to, I mean, I guess that's, like, kind of a lie and it also sounds pretty weak, but... But he's magic? Okay, you guys are saying something made us, so let's go. Then you're a puppet, dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear? No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you so sure, detective? You really feel like everything you've done is under your control? Hey, Snort! When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're made for me. Which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is of your own doing, or someone else's? I don't have time for this. Of course, of course. Our conversation is tilted towards the philosophical, but you're not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information. Facts. It's my business to know what people desire, and that's not what you seek. What is it you want, truly? Hanaka? I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me, too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. He's the type to ask a question not to know, but to see what the answer is. That's a good sentence, Lily. That's a nice sentence. I want to use that to describe a character. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna write that down. Thank you. Okay. Please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious. So curious. You're such a unique visitor, after all. Nothing like the others. What do you want to know? Find it interesting someone like you would drink on the job. You mean in the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? What of it? Seemed so obvious a mistake. Why did you make it? Oh god, he knows everything that we've been doing. It felt good. I don't know where for it. Well, we did it for information, so... For the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. On the night of your partner's disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? Using a man? What man are you talking about? I don't remember this. What man are you saying that we didn't use a man to enter the sewer? I mean, I guess we had somebody tell... Oh, him? Wait, are you talking about Goto? Hey, Cliff? I don't know, I guess it's a little spooky. It's not, like, terrifying or anything. Okay, well, we went because somebody told us that he knew how. Why not go directly to the source? What is this, some sort of psych test? I came here for answers, enough with the games. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. You wanted information to use against me, seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian, simplistic. No, I've no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Only, the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show such little patience, Detective. Surprising considering the effort you took to get here. The girl, Reina. She's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? Didn't deserve it to keep her talking. I didn't want to hurt anyone, or I should have. Oh god! What is the answer for this, guys? What do we think? Ugh, do you guys think we should click I should have? I know that we felt that I should... I know we felt that I should have shot her. Didn't deserve it to keep her talking. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I should have. We were trying to keep her talking. Yeah. Like, that is something we were trying to do. We kind of should have, says Negapol. Yeah, I'll say to keep her talking. The situation was hopeless. The best I could do was keep her talking. Learn as much as I could. Interesting. Most interesting. He knows the truth. He just wants to hear your lie. Ugh, trash so creepy. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills 5 times. Do they not cloud your mind, impede your understanding? Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Perhaps you've told me enough. This is most useful. Return, what was it? Path, a way forward. Suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. Where's Tanaka? Is he alive? He's in the dark. Not sure whether he's alive. Where can it not be found? Oh, goddammit. Do you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn. It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all the misery in your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho and a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. As I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shape, and goes where it pleases. We're going till midnight. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you will never find your way. Or, it could tear you apart, like it almost has already. And the mask? I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. A most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Reina want it so badly? It's a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It may be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. As powerful as it is, one cannot expect it to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. Kawanas have quite a history with that mask. I, the Shrine Maiden girl? Very same. Gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. And what are you? A dressmaker, a cat breeder, blackmailer? There's no way anyone could know what you do, so what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption? I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, our duty, the loves, the hatred of mankind flow through this place. For you, Detective, I am exactly who you need me to be. Shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story, or a way to clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you without understanding it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when a path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia, an unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially one as unique as yourself. Ah, Fluffy, the Discord, if you link your Twitch to it, so if you go into settings and you go into connections, then you can link your Twitch. You're a detective, I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there, that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings... If you can see your strings, does your dance not continue? Until we meet again. Meet again? I'm supposed to come and talk to you again? I don't know what's going on! Alright, well let's go everywhere else. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I stayed any longer, it felt like it may have suffocated me. Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. Forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. Did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. The Dark and the Mask belonged to a world I was now part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I had been given. One thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I couldn't dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark, and I had a means however impossible to find them. The mask and the dark. Both were necessary and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Or maybe something would choose for me. Are we the mask? Are we the mask? Oh, are we the mask? So guys, I'm going to pose that question to you. Do you want to go to Kamakura and find out stuff about the mask? Or do you want to go to Kabukicho and find out stuff about the dark? The mask? Everybody's saying mask. Let's go. Let's go, mask. There's something I've got to do first. I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I've thought of coming here to apologize to Mai countless times, but I couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes, and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day. About how I lost control. Hopefully she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Oh, God, no. I don't want to do this again. I want out. I want outie. Go away, no visitors. Can I knock again? Oh, she's gonna say this. Up to the shrine we go. I'm not ready for this. I'm gonna get myself a blankie. Alright, I wanna wrap myself in a blanket, because I'm not ready for this. I've been here to see people get murdered. Like, I have been here to kill my own boyfriend. Like, this is not what I wanted for myself. I didn't sign up for this. Boyfriends and crap. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I didn't sign up to be possessed by a man. I didn't sign up for this game. That's not what I wanted. A blanket. I wanted that I could. All I want. I'm here. I'm prepared. Oh, yay, I'm glad you're done with work, Zach. This is not what I wanted. Where's Bambi? I'll get Bambi. Bambi is right here. Look at how tall her leaves have gotten. She's so excited to be alive. I'm so excited about Bambi. Okay. Anyways. So now that we just like stood here dramatically staring at this chick for like 5 minutes, and the chick's like dramatically staring at the ground and not looking at us because they got enchanted cherry blossoms, so she's just like, oh, is it the cherry blossoms a metaphor? Because aren't cherry blossoms a metaphor for like a fleeting moment in time? And there she is standing under the cherry blossoms, and like, you know, it's supposed to be fall and security blanket. Thanks, Syrian. Whatever, let's go. Let's go. I'm not ready for this. I just want to... Okay, I'm like cocooned. I'm ready. Hey, chick. Cherry blossom fell gently at my feet as I approached the Koana family shrine. In front of me was my Koana. My heart, still dressed in the outfit of the shrine maiden. She saw me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as when she had a knife to her throat months before. This time, it was me she was terrified of. We were the only two people at the shrine, but I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. I don't want that. I'm scared. I'm getting freaked out. I'm freaking myself out. I'm freaking myself out. A familiar presence watching from the shadows. I'm fine. There's nothing watching me here. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not scared of this. I am not scared. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. The timer's gonna run out. We're not doing it because we ain't killing her. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just getting louder. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out about this. Oh, God. All right. Why now? Why her? I don't have to do what you say. I'm not a puppet. I can choose. Oh. You, the detective from before, why are you just standing there? I'm fine, sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. I've never been good at apologies. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. So if we clicked kill her, would she just be dead now? I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. You're here to apologize now? I didn't hear from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone started avoiding me and acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you'd want to see now. Oh God, that static is just getting louder. After that day, I'm sure some police... Ah! What is that? I don't... I'm sure some police came by and told you I was only following procedure. But that's bull. Police in this country don't go around shooting people. I didn't feel myself and lost control, putting you at risk. I didn't feel myself? Sounds vague to say I lost control at such a crucial time, I bet. But that's the truth. It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. Why are you talking about cherry blossoms? I just apologized to you for killing a girl in front of your face. That's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I imagine the only other one who understands that is you, Detective. Your name's Ito, right? It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine how something like that day in April really happened in a place so peaceful. Okay, why are you talking like you're not real? Like, are you a ghost? But it did. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. I asked Grandma about the mask the red-headed girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. It was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering everything up. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day either. She shuts herself up in that old house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that mask has something to do with it. Sorry. Listen to me rambling away. I bet you don't care about any of that. The truth is, I think you're right about the mask having something to do with all this strangeness. I came here to ask you about it. You think so too? Let me help you. I don't know anything, but maybe Takashi does. Takashi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakuri, but he left the first chance he got. I get the feeling he knows something I don't. He won't even tell me how my parents died. He's an instructor at the Kendo Dojo in Asakusa in Tokyo. The big shot in the Kendo world. Thanks for helping me, Mai. You're well. Glad I didn't kill you. Woo! Let's go to... Excuse me. Am I not allowed to... What, do I have to go through the train station? Yeah, leave Kamakura. Alright, let's go to Asakusa. Asako is Hana is a ghost? It does sound like a tea kettle. My investigation led me to believe finding Takashi would be difficult and convoluted, but couldn't be further from the truth. This Kendo Dojo is well regarded as a popular training spot for national champions and police officers. But she doesn't want her investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions would end up with officers knocking on my door or Yukimura himself. I had to be cautious. Oh great, we gotta be good at asking questions, and if there's one thing we're not good at, it's asking questions. Guys, I'm worried. Buy octopus balls, why? Spooky! Yeah, so we got 1 minus professionalism, but it made us more sane. Always eat takoyaki. Look, we're even stable now. That's great. A ghost of her former self. They all speak Japanese fluently. Oh, we come every year, and the yukatas became to be part of the tradition. Kendo Dojo? He's very particular about who he trains. Cool. And trains a lot of police. And he's still in his 20s. He's super cool is what everybody saying. Like, cool guy. Cool dude. How do you know so much about the dojo? He was out here 10 minutes before you came handing them out. Oh, he hand out flyers. Cool. Don't tell anybody I talked to you. Bye. That's not shady. Okay. Oh, it's Josh. Man, I didn't even notice that, but you're right, actually. Okay, let's just go inside the dojo. Now or never. Oh, he's hot. Hi! A friend of mine. You're the officer who was at the shrine and almost got her killed. Oh, great. Great, now he's already on to us. I don't know, you told me to be careful about my questions and not to let him know I'm a police officer. And now I didn't go, oh, I'm Detective Ito, and now you're yelling at me like I did something wrong. I don't know. After my idiocy in Kamakura, she heard my crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Get out of here. Okay, well that didn't go well. Oh, great. Now I have to go back and talk to Mai? Cool. Wonderful. Let's go all the way back to Kamakura, because that sounds fun. Does that mean continue, Connor? All the way back. Woo! Fun time. Retracing our steps. Let's go. Aw, yeah. Right where I left you. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? Want me to help? Seeing you again really got me thinking. Even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family's been acting strange. I'll come with you. If I went alone, you'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way, but if you're there, I'm sure he'll talk about my parents' mask and everything. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. Ha! Not knowing is never better! You're getting a lot of mileage out of the train pass. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and know than happy and ignorant. Before we go, let's check on Grandma. Okay, let's go check on your grandma. So you just like chill over there. I'm gonna go check out your grandma by myself. Because you're just gonna chill over there. Oh. Oh, are these shoes? Oh, a dead crow. A dead crow. Okay. It's a dead crow. That's gross. It's me. Oh, she's here, I guess. She came with us on our back. We smuggled her under our jacket. For us. Oh, please come in, Mai. It's my +1! It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to free me from the past. Talk about the mask? Don't discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles in my skin dragging me to it. In my dreams, I still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. You mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm gonna see Takashi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know, your mother. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter's too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it. We've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Grandma, this again? I'm sure she's not interested in hearing an old myth. I've told you this story so many times, and you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be of use to this woman to hear it. They're so pretty! Oh my god, they're so pretty! Izanagi and Izanami were the first of the gods, known to us as the Kami. In the legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. When they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Izanagi and Izanami had many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying and faced with her mortality, new kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsolable, and in his rage he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Half blind and distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and asked the gods of Yomi no Kuni permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, in rage, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. You see, it's our mortality that brings suffering into the world. Yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story may be a myth, but there's truth to it. Can't you see that? You lonely life once, YOLO fam! These things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness! First those bastards take my Emiko and then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Ito. You're delusional. You tell us stories about kami and spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's going to tell me the truth. Stop, I'll tell you how your parents... You can't, can you? You never told me how they died. Please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there and they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see? What are you talking about? You're insane! Sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll get back to you. Bye, Grandma. Bye, old lady. Crazy coot. She's about as crazy as we're gonna be. Izanagi? I don't know, it was kind of creepy. She was talking about it like she really believed it. Let's go see Takashi. Man, don't shit on that old woman's religion. That's so rude. Let her believe in Izanagi and Izanama and Iznama as how much she wants. Oh. The grandma said she can't stay. You're not going anywhere? Do I literally have no other option but to use violence? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see if I can go talk to the grandma or something, because I don't want to use violence. You kidding? Okay. What, can I take the dead crow and throw- Oh, really? Oh, no, man, that's messed up. This is messed up. Really? Oh, no, this is messed up. This isn't what I want to do. Oh, we showed him a dead bird. Oh, blood scares him. Oh, he passed out. Ugh. Gross. Well, I'm glad that dead crow came in handy. I feel like that's more messed up than violence. Yeah, come on. That's weird and gross. Alright, let's go see your brother. Hey, girl, your brother's hot. Do you mind if I make out with him in front of you? Just wondering. And suddenly, the music here seems so different. Yes, I would like another one. Oh, I couldn't have more than one. Heyo. Hey, Corey. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. You expect me to cooperate with her? If you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. Ah! We showed him the mask. Where'd you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. Not something you ever needed to know about. Why is she carrying it? I understand you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. That mask has nothing to do with you. Back in April when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. Your family's connected to it. I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth of our family's past away from you. Listen, Sean. The grass is always greener, and I'm just keeping an eye out because, like, if our boyfriend really is dead, like, you know, YOLO, time's a wasted. I ain't getting any younger. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. It belonged to a cult called the Common Kai. Our parents were members. I find it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and careers to follow some mystic and live on a compound instead. Common Kai were one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put us through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed it could do, I don't know. You think there's any members of the Common Kai left who'd know? No, there are no surviving members. They died. All of them, including our parents. Hey, Carl! I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms, and me dragging behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it wouldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. Wonder if they ever cared what might happen to us. In high school, I spent more time trying to find out about the Common Kai than I did studying. I thought if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. For Grandma, it's too painful to talk about. She took possession of the shrine to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret, and there's no way we could live a normal life with the stigma of the Common Kai attached to us. Keeping that secret hurt us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me some measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made the choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she'd come home, she'd have a rotten stink on her clothes. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask, the same one from the cult compound all those years before, and the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air, or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom in the sewers? You were in the dorms at your school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. We parted without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned. I assume you've heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. I want to help! Your partner seemed like a nice person. Yeah, no, you're just a high school girl. Like, calm down. Thank you for finally telling me the truth. I'll head back. I'll see you guys later. Mai's not here. There's no need to be coy. No doubt, taking possession of that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. Ah, Fluffy! Ew! I had such strange dreams and saw things I never would have dreamed up on my own. There's always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Maya again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is just wooden paint. I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did except for one man. On the street there's an old tea shop. An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he may be the best person to ask. Please, detective, be careful. Cool, that was... I do have a blankie because I'm a scaredy baby. Okay, the important things that you need to know. Negapol already said, we're a detective, our boyfriend got murdered. 6 months ago, that pink-haired girl was held at knife point by a red-haired girl. We shot the red-haired girl, she died. 6 months later, 2 weeks ago in game, our boyfriend was held at knife point by the red-haired girl again, come back from the dead, and she killed him well, everybody says that she killed him. Nobody believes us that the red-haired girl was there. They all think that we killed him and that we're crazy. To be fair, we probably are crazy. They got us on antipsychotic meds. And so we've been sneaking into the sewers and all around trying to figure out what's the deal. And this mask has something to do with it because the mask is what possessed us and made us kill the red-haired girl in the first place. Yeah. Oh, you look so cute. Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak to you. I always found him wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I'm looking into a few things related to the common Kai. A more difficult answer than you might expect. There are 2 groups that share that name. The first is the religious group formed by the guru Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order over 1,000 years old. God, I wish they would warn me before they bring up the mask. I was told it's related to the common Kai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. That explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. I am ready, Connor. Kind of. I actually don't have the $15, but I'm ready otherwise. Masks are interesting, are they not? They're meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it's the mask that's more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. No. No, I mean, cute. Cute. But no. It might be related to missing person. I don't know anything about it beyond that. That itself is the essence of history, layers upon layers of personal connections continuously peeled back to their root. It's a relic. Miss Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meanings so that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. Sorry, Min. Cliff, you can go to sleep if you need to. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Yeah! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Whew, I'm fine. Squid! Aw, Squid! Squid donated $15 so that I could get Stardew for the Switch! Thanks, Squid. That's so sweet! That scare, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Guys, don't make fun of me. I didn't get that scared. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place? Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real? Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you? I know all about those things, too. How could you know about that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you too look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. Most interesting. Do you mind if I call you Detective? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. My mistake, you must forgive me, a slip of the tongue. It was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators have such a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. The donation definitely scared me more, because I wasn't expecting the noise. You do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion provide you any level of comfort? I feel something. It feels like I finally got a foothold on solid ground. Knowledge is a light in dark places, is it not? To think a relic of such import would end up with a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate, pre-measured threads that determine our deeds, our wishes and our ends the minute we come into existence? Or conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in our universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? Do you believe it's fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Guys, what do you think? Chance or fate? To be fair, I feel like most millennials are going to say chance. I don't really... I think that that's like... Am I wrong there? Fate? Wow, I'm surprised y'all say fate. 2 fates, 2 chances, 3 fates. 3 chances, 4 chances, 50-50. What 50-50 mean, Zach? Fate equals chance. Chance. It looks like chance is winning by 1. Zach, please. There is a chance that it's fate. Connor! Fate is more romantic? One can change their fate depending on their choices and willingness. So you believe in fate with a choice asterisk? Fate. Oh, God. Alright, I think we're like fairly... I think we're fairly even. It seems like we're fairly even on this question. God, where do I even stand on this question? I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a weird mixture. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how far I want to go into it, but like, I definitely don't believe in 100% fate, but I'm not sure that I believe in 100% choice. For example, I don't know, if someone is born with a genetic illness, would you call that fate or choice? Or chance. I guess it could be chance, but still, even if there is fate, I feel like we would have a chance to change it using our own actions, so I'm gonna go with chance. Shut up, Zach! We're gonna talk about this later. I want to know your opinions. Hey, Hornbeam. Yeah. I'm going with chance. I think chance is a dumb way to say it. I'd rather say choice. Yes, of course, maybe you feel like your life has been out of your control as of late. You probably would have said that no matter which one I picked. Jerk. I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. The mask was made by the old Kamenkai. Why? Confusing me isn't the purpose it was made for. The creation of such a mysterious object is enigmatic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel it could shine a great deal of light on the subject. A book... It concerns the mask bearer. When you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. The man who has it is right outside the building. It's not much of an errand, but I cannot leave my shop. This won't take long, we say, and I'm worried about it. It's choice because your parents made that choice? Huh. It's our fate to have chance and our chance to determine our fate. Huh. So it's you. Huh? I swear I saw him in there chatting to himself. Wait, he says that the kendo guy down the street went to the tea shop and was chatting to himself and that the tea shop is closed and that nobody's ever been in there. Do you know anything about a book taken from there recently? I was led to believe you would. Oh, yeah? The place has been empty for years. I spend a lot of time outside it. Half the time the door's wide open. One day I decided to take a look around, and then he stole a book. It wasn't super old, so you figured no one would miss it. For my kid brother. A little gift would cheer him up. Oh god, you gave a gift. His bitch wife left him and took their kid daughter with her? Your little brother? Please tell me you're not related to Gato. Oh. He was heading to see him with the book when he said he was in a hospital, OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. At the bar he owns? Oh no! Oh no! Are you related to Daizo? I love Daizo! No! He's trying to ask for help in his own way. Took the book to him while he was still in the hospital. I think it helped. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I worry about him. He's not been answering my phone calls. My brother's bitch ex-wife, sorry again, had the brilliant idea to put his skill to work in a cheap part of town. He's holding on to it with everything he got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. Something about it has its claws sank deep into him. Okay. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku. That book is important to you. He's probably still at his place. Daizo, small world. Tell him that his brother Haruto says hi. No, not Daizo. Poor Daizo. I love Daizo. He was the sweetest person in this game. I don't believe that we could predict what would happen with 100% accuracy. Humans are crazy. So that'll never happen. That fate and chance are essentially the same thing. Yeah, pretty much, Retin. I can get behind that. Hey, Daizo. I'm sorry that you tried to die. Don't do that again. I met your brother, Haruto. What are the chances? So he said, what are the chances? Do you think he would have said, it must be fate, if I'd picked fate earlier? He's still selling takoyaki? Did he say anything? That to remind you takoyaki stands are the future of cuisine and that you should go help him. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? Said he gave it to you while you were in the hospital. Adults bring me stuff all the time, always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. After a rough patch. Maybe it's stupid to come and ask. Oh no, it's fine. Those were just some hard times, nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, detective. I don't want to talk about it. If I had the chance to change my fate? Nah, probably not. Fates are all the same anyways, if you really think about it, since circumstances are only really neutral and it's all about the way that you choose to experience them. Why would I choose somebody else's fate over my own? They're both probably going to be equally bad and equally good. I bet that the amount of bad and good in people's lives probably equal out over time. I don't remember a book. I do remember him giving me an old magazine. One of the ones I used to read when I was younger. Here it is. Ah! Oh, no wonder I recognize the photo you dropped by. Oh, you're quoting Brave? If you had the chance to change your fate, would you? Oh, sorry, Fluffy. I thought you were asking me a serious question there. Yeah, if you believe in fate, then you almost certainly have to believe changes will almost certainly lead to the same outcome. Maybe. What if fate exists simply as specific occurrences or variants of those occurrences that were meant to happen in your life? And you have the free ability to react to them however you want, but the occurrences would occur. That's a possibility. There's also the possibility that life is trying to nudge you down a specific path, but you can say no and go nope away off and do something else all you want. You know? So it's like fate light. An idol named Ruby. Says so right on the cover. Pretty crazy it was still in my shop. Wonder why we keep running into each other. Weird luck. I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. You say so, Daiso. It's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around. Take care. Stay safe, Daiso! Yep, that's the girl who died and then came back. I don't care, Trash. I don't care. I don't care whether it's fate or chance. What does it matter? I'll believe whichever is more convenient to me in the moment, because that question doesn't actually matter anything aside from how you're coping with life. So if one's better for me to cope with life at the moment, then I'll believe it. Every time I come in here, it sounds super scary. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Can you guys see that? Because if you go over here and you look at her, she looks fine. And if you go over here and look at this dude, he's covered in static. Like he's not really real. Static? How am I coping? How do I cope? Sometimes I rationalize things away with fate, or that things are supposed to happen in order for other things to happen in my life. Sometimes I don't rationalize it away with fate because it's better to look at the choices that you have. And even if it is fate, I still have the choice in how I respond to it. And even if I don't have the choice, I should believe that I have the choice, because it's really not productive to not believe that you have choices in life. So, with all the bad things that have happened recently, I've just believed whatever is most convenient at the time to help me get through it. C'est la vie. I don't think it really matters. In the end. You believe it would be possible to 100% predict the future by the complex method of analyzing everything on the planet. Man, but how boring a world would that be, Lily? Isn't it possible that there's just too much of all of the... Oh, you guys see it? You see it? Oh, good. I'm glad you see it. Yeah, so basically I think what that means is that we're actually legitimately crazy. I'm sorry that I keep leaning down here, but this is where my phone is, and the phone is where the chat's on. You can't leave the shop. The cart salesman saw the kid talking to nothing. Is it really hard to believe that you're either going nuts and imagining him, or he's a ghost? Yeah. Also, if he's a ghost, how do we actually find... Like, he told us about a thing that exists, and we didn't know that on our own. It doesn't even matter. You'll think on my methods while you go to sleep tonight. I just don't see how knowing the truth to whether it's fate or choice really changes much about how I'm gonna interact with my life on a daily basis. If believing one of those things makes me sadder, I don't want to believe it. If believing one of those things is more helpful, then I'll believe that. It's practical. No, it's not a hand on the shoulder. Alright. Are you trying to tell me Raina's the masked bear you talked about? That's hard to believe. I will, Corey, someday. I haven't even gotten the notification that the harp is shipped yet. I have to, like, go yell at the people at the shop and make them and ask them whether the harp is shipped, because I'm like, it's almost been a week and I want my harp. I want to start to learn. You're calling believing in fate or choice at will a delusion? These are all things that don't exist. They're not tangible. You can't touch them. They're all concepts that exist in our head. Fate in itself is a delusion. It's like, you can make the argument that it's delusional to believe that there is a grand plan. You can make the argument to say that it's delusional to think that there's not a grand plan. I don't believe... delusional. If you know it's fate, wouldn't it make you stop stressing so hard on making decisions, because whatever you do decide it was fated, so that's what you do? Yes, kitten. However, if you believe, like, there's also the negative downside where if you believe in fate and negative things keep happening to you, you could just start to believe that you're fated to have negative things happen to you. Or if negative things happen to you, you could just start to believe that there's nothing that you can do to get yourself out of it, because fate is what determines when you get out of it. So there's the downside to fate. Downside to choice is like, why are these bad things happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? So that's why I pick and choose. Changing perception of reality to suit an emotional need in general is what a delusion is. But that's not changing a perception of reality, again, because we do not know whether fate or chance is really reality. They are just concepts and ideas. So I see nothing wrong with changing the concept or idea of the moment in order to suit my needs. Because that's not, to me, that's not reality. All of that is make-believe, because you can't actually know for sure which one is or at least I can't actually know for sure which one is the truth and which one is a lie. And I'm probably not ever gonna know. So. Oh, in general? Yeah, I guess in general that's true. Ignoring reality is bad. Don't ignore reality, friends. Don't ignore reality. Denial's not your friend. The Calvinist belief of predestination. Yeah, John, similar to the fallout from that. You were fated, Allie. You were fated not to have any. Yeah, if you're talking about... It depends on whether you're talking about Buddhist karma or, like, westernized karma, you know? Wow, Connor. You can't deny it. It's on a recorded line. You're getting a heavy helping of, like, stuck together podcast. You're getting a heavy helping of Kara. Welcome to my brain. I was talking to someone yesterday, I think, and I was like, when I was literally 8 years old when I became obsessed with the idea that there's something behind the edges of my vision that is powering my ability to look through something, and I became obsessed with what that was, and I was 8 years old. Yeah, that predestination might make you think, well, if it's already decided if I'm going to heaven or hell, what do my actions matter? Exactly. That's actually, like, interestingly, believing that your actions don't matter all pretty directly leads to depression, which is why I'm very wary of believing that things are 100% fate, because, again, if things are 100% fate, you can't control anything. You're just subject to whatever the whims of fate do. You're just subject to whatever happens to you. And when you stop believing that you have control over the world or your life or how you respond to things, you start getting depressed. Time is present where you are and it's perceived as choices. If you did bad things, it proved you were going to hell. What the man, what the heck is that, Sean? Because then everybody's going to do a bad thing in their life at least one time, so then they're all just going to think that they're going to hell. And if you did one bad thing and you thought, well, I guess this proves that I'm going to hell, then why don't you just keep doing bad things because you're going to hell anyway? This is the problem with fate. If you believe things are nothing but fate, you have no incentive to fight against the system that changes you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's another thing. Like, there would be a lot of fates that I could listen to. I was born a woman. I was born half black. I was born not even in America. I have apparently genetic illnesses or whatever, possibly. Like, there's a lot of fates that I could just believe and, like, be like, yes, because this, and this, that means my life is gonna go this, and this way. That doesn't really help me at all, so I'm not gonna do that. Hence why, even if it is all fate, and I really don't have any control over the things that happen to me, okay, well, I don't lose anything by believing that I do have control over things that happen to me, except for, like, more agency in how I respond to sad things that happen. Because instead of thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do about this, it's just fate, I think, well, this is happening now. I'm going to try and figure out a way to be less sad about it and to interpret it in a more positive light. Going to hell isn't a determined, concrete thing. Oh no, kitten, we weren't talking about religion in general. We were talking about the Calvinistic belief in predetermination. So, yeah, it was like that specific belief that we were talking about. What defines good and bad? Woo! Woo! You're opening a can of worms there, Retton. Bugs have lives too. You like it. Oh no, it's okay, kitten. It's fine. Well, good and bad are relative. First of all, relative to everything else in life. Relative to our own subjective perception, like, I feel bad that that happened, therefore it is bad. And relative to the times. You know. Owning slaves wasn't a bad thing. Neither was beating your wife. Woo! So what things are good and bad is... Good and bad don't exist either. They really don't. They're all just relative. Aw, thanks, Corey. If the next hour of the stream is just this, I'd be down. You think your choices matter because they matter to you. What if Bambi's an illusion? And what if everything's an illusion? But again, thinking about that doesn't matter. If everything does end up being an illusion, does that change how you perceive it? What would you do with that knowledge? Just get sad? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this is the reality we're living, whether it's real or not. Legality to define morals. Yeah, because if you use legality to define morals, then being married while you're gay is still evil in several countries, and that's I'm not cool with that. Thank you, Corey. Thank you. The question isn't, is the world fake? The question is if you care. We are talking about morality and philosophy. This is everybody's just having fun. I mean, sure. No, I think good and evil are subjective. Like there is something cuz that's I can literally only think of I've had this discussion with several people before, and there is one single action that I can think of that is just literally just evil because there's no way to ever justify it. Like, you can justify murder if you're like, oh, we're going to war, or that person was trying to kill people, or like, that person would have led to the deaths of several other people, so it's better that he's dead. So you can justify murder. I feel like you can never justify rape, ever. Like, there's never a time that that's a thing that you can twist to become beneficial. So I would define that as an evil action. But most other things I feel like you can justify in a way that could make them, like, not evil to some people. Preach it! Woo woo! Woo! Fun time! Woo! Here in the fold! We're having fun! Jamming to this creepy music. We just figured out this guy's like a ghost, or we're crazy, and we're having discussions about fate. Exciting. Terrible. No, it's just kind of an ominous. Does it surprise you? After all, it is she who you see in the dark, is it not? As we just stare at him for 15 minutes. Min, I don't think that it's that simple. Because I don't think it's just that people are justifying their actions. I think a lot of time like, what I mean by you can justify an action is not you can justify an action to yourself, but that the action is justified. I don't believe in black and white morality because, to be frank, if I believed in black and white morality, our people would not be... my people, black people, would not be where they are today, so... Oh man, have fun, Cliff! Hey, sheep. We're having deep discussions. Good and evil are something that humans made up. You blink. Oh my god, we blink together! Wait, if we blink together... Oh my god, if we're blinking together, I feel like that kind of points to him being made up in our head. Man, that's a good idea. Man, good notice, Link. Like I said, I believe that there is one pure evil. And that's all I believe. I don't think I believe that anything else is, like, inherently... And that's the thing. I don't believe that things are inherently good or bad. I'm not saying that some actions aren't not bad. Like, there are definitely actions that are bad. Or evil. But, like, I'm not going to categorically state that it's always evil. Like, I'm not going to categorically say that all violence is bad, because some violence is good. Some violence functions and does good things as a means to an end. So, categorically, I only believe that one action is evil. The rest is subjective and up to the interpretation of time, for one, people, for another, circumstance. Like, maybe it's ambiguous whether the action is going to be good or bad, and you only find out afterwards. You know, the world is complicated, and it's too complicated for black and white morality, in my opinion. No, it is not a concession of the idea of good. You can't just say that. So he does it not to make her uncomfortable because he's a ghost? Oh, I understand, Sean. I'm not using the metaphor of slavery anymore. What I meant when I said my people, I meant that, like, black people have had to do a lot of morally, what most people would consider bad things, and good things, but also bad things, to get out of the problems that they were in, so. Does it surprise you? It's she you see in the dark, is it not? That's what the collector called it, too. How'd Reyna get tied up in all this? I only know the girl's path and the masks collided as if by chance. Uh-huh. Would you have said as if by fate if I chose the other option? What circumstances led to this are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, involving old men in black and white pictures. That book and the girl are as much a part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present, and people to each other, are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of our universe neatly orders itself. Yeah, Cliff, do it! I'm down! I'm gonna be like 100% real with you guys. I love thinking about questions like this because I think that they're a great thought experiment, like fate and chance and things like that. Great thought experiment. But the instant somebody like tries to apply it to my real life, I get very exasperated. whenever it's a question like that of which I can never conceptually know the answer, but whether it's fate and chance, I'm like, stop talking to me about this. This is a waste of my time. Like, I can think about it in peace by myself, or if you want to have a thought experiment, then we can do that. But if you're gonna, like, it doesn't change anything no matter which one you believe to me. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else with my life now. It's like, that's how I've learned to defend myself against pointless thought spirals that I would go down as a kid. Is just to be like, but does it matter? No. Okay, moving on. Yeah, Jack, justified does not mean morally good. So. And I wouldn't even say morally good. Like, I wouldn't even argue for a thing called morally good because I don't think that morals are real things because nobody can agree on what they are. I think it's like an idea, or like it's more like an adjective than a noun, morals are. Yeah, and just saying that an action is justified doesn't mean that it's good. I just meant that it's not evil. I meant that it's not evil, so it, just because it's not evil doesn't mean that it's good. It could also just be, like, neutral. Okay. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, and the detective who holds it now, all forming a neat and tidy line. Oh, that's really interesting, Chan. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of some sleeper cell of some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, detective, we can agree, so why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical, and like so many before them and so many after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nida clan, loyal to Emperor Go-Daigo, led a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded, leaving a key passage open to invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regions, committed mass suicide. The Hojo and Nita clans, embroiled in their quest for empire, couldn't see the role they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kaminkai. It said that in the flames of Kamakura, a girl was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to his stories by the name of Chikako Shichijo, last survivor of the Kaminkai. Everything went exactly as planned. Shikako Shichijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen to receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded, to become the first mask bearer. This is creepy AF. Well, I'm glad you think relativity is, I'm glad that you don't think relativity is evidence of non-existence. I kind of do. So, mask bearer? The Common Kai used the deaths of all those people to create this. Why? Legend has it the Common Kai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning. Okay, a place where cause and effect could be changed. Why spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from being abused. Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are of no consequence. This is the power of the door. Allie, I'm sorry you're getting creeped out! To a mortal mind obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt absolutely. A power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with a tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true, all of it. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door would be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Girl, I think you might actually be crazy. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Common Kai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all who come in contact with it, but it's intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Rain is connected to it. That's a mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, the last known location of the mask was the Common Kai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Common Kai under Tokimasa. They existed, and then March 4th, 1996, they met their end. There are many theories that the police killed them during the raid of the compound, or that someone within the cult snapped and murdered the others. Nothing but conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within police records, and though I remain curious, it's not something I have access to. Perhaps the best place to start is there. Finding out about the last days of the Common Kai may help light your path to the truth. Though I wonder if such an object bred from suffering can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? I've spent a long time here. I'm tired, so tired. Farewell, detective. Yeah, go ahead and fade away, you creepy dead ghost man. Yeah, I can't prove that I'm human. That's correct. They don't exist, though. Like, that kind of means that it's just a concept that humans created, and so it's not actually real. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything that I've been experiencing like he read it out of a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups. Whoa, nobody said it was a mass suicide, but okay. He was trying to keep it a secret, and then this freaking descriptive text just goes and tells us that it was a mass suicide already. We were supposed to find that out later. If she's a mask bearer, then probably when the mass suicide happened, she was wearing the mask. That's probably what it is. Day turns into night, the hours bleed into each other, even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. Did I take my medication? Takashi didn't know what happened to the Common Kai. Finding police report is the way forward. It'll be more difficult now. I should head to police HQ and see what I find. Yeah, first we're gonna go take our medicine. Crazy girl? Oh, I guess... Can I can't... it's not letting me go. I can literally only go to the police headquarters. Okay. Yeah, Lily, exactly. That's what I think. I haven't determined on like a solid schedule yet, Corey. Sorry, I'm reading your guys' responses. I don't mean to just be sitting in silence. You're right, man. That is something we can agree on. I think abstract ideas are not real. Oh, hey, Prince Nocturne. Thanks. Hi. His intense eyelash. Yeah, he really does. He's an asshole, as you can tell by his eyelashes. Don't worry about it, Corey. This is a thing. This is a thing that is important to me. I'm just gonna let you guys know. To me, and this was like a big deal to me when I like formulated this in my brain and made it part of my worldview, that ideas don't exist. Ideas are like really good cultural markers, but that they don't really exist. And the reason that that was important for me to realize is because I had all of these pre-programmed chains in my brain from the way that I grew up and like the beliefs that my parents had and the beliefs that my small Kansas town had. I had all these pre-programmed chains in my brain that this was the way that life was supposed to go, and all these things were the way that life was supposed to happen, and this is what kind of person you were, and this is what kind of person other people were, and there's no way out of that box because these things exist. These ideas just exist. And the instant I was like, yeah, but they don't like, yeah, they exist in that we refer to them and we all agree on what they are, and they're very powerful ideas, but they're just ideas. And they don't actually have to exist. They can power our culture. They're not actually real things though. We made them up and we can replace them with other things if we want to. Like there's no reason that we should be living our lives to adhere to ideas when in reality we should be making the ideas adhere to us. Because like that's why it's really interesting to me to hear people's conceptions of the idea of love and like marriage and polyamory, because like that's like for some reason we think of love or we experience a feeling that we think is love, and then we try and hold it up to the definition and to see if the feeling matches it, instead of thinking, hey, maybe this definition should match the feeling that I'm feeling because the feeling is the real thing and the word is not a real thing. I just think it's really interesting that we do that, and that's why it's really important for me to remember that these concepts aren't actually real, and that what like I can trust my experience of life more than the concepts, or at least it's something that I should take them both and examine them both before I determine which one I want to believe in, you know? That's how I feel about it. Also, yeah, data physically exists. So, it does look like Jared. Oh, but Jared's way nicer than oh, he's got Jared's hair, you're right. But Jared's way nicer than this. Oh, hey, Demon Glitch. I'm glad that you're down. I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether we're a result of physical patterns in the brain. We could be. It doesn't really change anything about how I experience life, so I don't necessarily care about the answer to the question. Oh, yeah, society relies on the concepts to exist, and that way they're real, but And like the concepts are real because we communally make them so, but they are still concepts that can crumble in a second. Like they're real because we decide that they should be, and they mean what we decide they should mean, and that's something that we can change, not something that we need to change ourselves to match. That's pretty much the crux of how I feel about it. Yeah, of course it makes me feel better. Our perception of the world alters our reality constantly. So, like in terms, and see, that's the thing. That's the thing. I looked at it and I didn't want the ideals to be altering my perception of reality when like without my consent, without my acknowledgement of looking at the ideas and being like, sure, I think that that's accurate to reality and that's okay for that to affect my brain. Pretty much. That's like all that I'm trying to say is that I'm deeply suspicious of anything that is just given to me to believe. And I look at it and then I decide whether I actually want to believe it based on whether it matches the things I believe in my experience. Unless it's science, I believe in science even if I'm wrong. Are we gonna watch season one of Psychopaths? It's not that nothing matters in the end. Everything matters. Like, whatever matters to you matters. Whatever matters to other people matters. Whether things are real or not doesn't matter, though. I mean, John, the concept of whether gay marriage was good or bad changed, like, pretty quickly compared to history, so. I believe in YOLO. Oh, yeah. Again, John, I'm not trying to say that these things aren't powerful and that they don't affect the world in very real, tangible ways. Like, ideas are powerful and they can change things and people believe them, and, like, in that way, yes, they are real. But like, ideas are not actual things. They're stuff that we made up and they're stuff that we can change if we want to. That's what I mean when I say an idea isn't real. It's real because it affects the world and has power, sure, but it's not real in that we made it up. It's a construct. We can get rid of it if we like really wanted to, or we can change what it means. Ideas. Fun. I am not a nihilist. No. Um but like nihilism seems pretty cool. At least like true actual philosophical nihilism and not pop culture nihilism seems pretty cool. So, yeah, cool. Man, I didn't say that if you believe murder is good, it becomes so. That's not what I said. I didn't say that just because you subjectively believe that something is good or bad that it becomes so. The world isn't so fluid as that. But the world is very much subjective and open to interpretation. And that would be interpretation of circumstances, not just interpretation of whatever I feel like. So like, is murder good or bad? I don't know. Would you say that like killing somebody who was about to kill a family of five is good or bad? I don't know. Were there other options? Could you have not killed that person? Was murder literally the only way? Like, I don't know. It's subjective. It's not an inherent good or evil. That's what I mean. Not, it's fine if I kill this person because I want to. That's not what I meant. Well, I'm glad you liked the discussion. Why does there have to be an inherent truth? I don't understand. Like I genuinely don't understand that. I'm like, why does there need to be an inherent truth even? Like maybe there is one. I don't think that I would know it if it exists. And I also don't know why there would need to be one either. I think it's just as likely as that one exists as that one doesn't. I don't know. Fluffy. Man, I don't. I no. Okay. Here's another thing about my beliefs about people. I don't think that it's our sense of morality that keeps us from not hurting each other. Honestly, I think that when you come right down to it, morality doesn't have that much to do with whether we hurt each other. At least, okay, morality as a concept. Our consciences, which I think is different from morality, are what determine whether we do things that hurt other people. So I don't think that it just because we get rid of morality saying that something is good and something is inherently good and something is inherently bad. I don't think that that means that we would suddenly go out and start doing horrible things to people. Again, because our current morality lets us say that soldiers are good even though they kill people, but people here in our country killing people is bad. Um, okay, abortion is another one where let's not get into that discussion, but it's another one where you could go morally good or morally evil, and it's like it's a toss up for like most people. So it's not the moral. It's not because I sit here and think, what is the morality of this action that makes me not take that action. It's because I sit here and think, am I gonna hurt other people with this action, and then I decide, well, I'm not gonna do that then. So yeah, it's my sense of morality is not coming from somebody telling me that it's bad to do things. It's coming from me thinking this is gonna hurt people. I don't know that laws do help prevent moral chaos. They help prevent chaos for sure. I'm not sure about the moral part. Again, John, I'm not obsessed with it needing to be tangible because I acknowledge that the ideas have power and that they're real in that way and that they affect the world. I am just unwilling to like submit to the idea that ideas are so tangible that we should alter our lives to affect the ideas instead of mirroring the ideas for our lives. Again, it's very much like saying, I have this feeling for this human, and I have to figure out whether I feel like friendship or brotherly love or romantic love, when in reality, you could be feeling any of those things, or none of those things, or some of those things sometimes, and different things other times. Why are we trying to make it fit these specific ideas when perhaps it's our conception of that feeling that's wrong, and we should, pay attention to what that feeling is instead of trying to fit it into a box. Because fitting it into a box could lead us to make wrong actions. When if we'd actually just listen to what we were feeling, we'd know more. Because maybe it's just a different thing, you know? Yeah, and I don't believe in contractarianism because contractarianism in certain countries says that gay people are bad, or in our country says that marijuana is bad, or in our country says that owning a gun is good, and I don't agree with any of those. Ah, Cliff, yeah, in that way, then sure, I'm a nihilist, but you don't believe morality exists? Ah, maybe I am a nihilist then. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what I am. I just came to these beliefs on my own, and if they match a belief system, that's great. I'm not going to adjust my beliefs to fit that belief system better. Ta-da! The crux of it. Hey, Positiver, you came into an intense discussion. Yeah, exactly, John. That ideas are fluid. And so, like, they're real things that affect the world, but they're also not real things. Like, I can't be like, morality exists like this chapstick does, and it will always be exactly like this shape and size, and it's like, this is definitely what morality is. When in reality, I can just change it any way I want. Like, morality is not a thing that is unchangeable. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not sure I'm making any sense anymore. I think you understood me, John. You were just listening to the newest episode of the podcast. Very similar to what's happening here. I don't necessarily believe that our consciousness guides us for a reason, though. And I also don't, like, you're right that just because we can't agree on whether something is moral doesn't mean that there isn't a definitive answer. I just also don't believe that there's a definitive answer. What propels societies to change their morals? I mean, if you really want to go down that way, capitalism. So, you think good is capitalism. eh, 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 eh. I need some chapstick. Morality is unlike chapstick. Bam, we did it. We solved it, guys. We've solved the world. Morality is not chapstick. Thank you. Thank you for your help. Thank you. We did it. We've done it. We can all go home and sleep well tonight. Bioshock Win, you're right. I don't actually own Bioshock, so I would need to go get it. Yeah, I understand you, man. Um, I understand, and like that's the thing. Like, just because I don't believe morality exists doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's the thing about me being like, I mean, ideas aren't real, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist. You know? Or alternatively, ideas don't exist, but that doesn't mean they're not real. Whichever way makes more sense to your brain. Yeah. Thank you, Syrian. Everybody's mind is blown by the morality is not chapstick. Oh, you agree with me? Ah, cool. Nice. The discussion was productive. Okay, you got me, Hornbeam. I did it. I explained myself well enough. I think It's hard to talk about these things. If you guys understand that, I'm glad. Yeah, kind of, maybe not. Honestly, I've never really understood Schrodinger's cat, and I've had people explain it to me several times, and I've always just been like, I mean, yeah, but like, everything always exists until it happens, so I don't. Okay. Man, Hornbeam, isn't that the story of like most discussions? Anyways. Oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Taking bets as to how long it would be before you showed your face. Jabe, you coming in here cost me $100. Not that it matters. I won the department kendo tournament. I've been enjoying my promotion. Thanks for the new office. You aren't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? I don't know. I want to punch you in the face, probably. And I can understand the comfort and like certainty from your point of view, man. Now that we only have 5 minutes. Okay, let's suck it up. I need a favor. The brass has already told everyone to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck. Wouldn't expect you to do any favors from here on out if I were you. I'd rather not people see us talking. Get out before I call someone down here. Well, that didn't work. What? Do I have to threaten with violence? Yeah, I'm gonna threaten with violence. Nice, nice. Stay where you are. Oh yeah, we never turned in our gun. Go and look up a file for me. On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Comic Kai. Need a copy of the police report and anything else on record. Don't do anything rash. Maybe you should put down the gun and we'll talk about it. Guess you don't see me as a detective until a gun's to your head. You're always lousy at dealing with people. I'm just gonna casually... It's really loud. I don't know if it's that loud for you guys. Turning it down. March 4th, 1996. I can't protect you this time around, Ayami. Why would you do something like this? There's no way I can look the other way with this. You know that, don't you? I know. Copy that report onto a USB and place it onto the counter. Kyra, get down on your knees. I'm not gonna hurt you if you stay put. No sudden movements. Oh my god, we're crazy! Don't try anything. Trust me, I know all the tricks a lot better than you do. I'm gonna grab the USB off the counter and leave. That's it. Don't come after me, Tyra. You stormed into a police station, held a detective and staff member hostage, and stole files. What outcome do you expect here? I won't come after you now, but someday the cops will catch up to you. Someday soon. Tyra's right, of course. There's no way I'm staying a free woman for long. How this will all end, I don't know, but I know they won't catch me. I know how this department works too well in its deficiencies. If I keep moving and don't stay in one place too long, I'll be alright. For now, at least. I need to move. Well... We've got one choice to go, and it's the apartment, so let's go to the apartment, and then I guess we'll have to call the stream quits. We got distracted by an hour-long discussion about philosophy and morality and ideas, and ah! Hey, Hornbeam! Oh my gosh! Did you just subscribe for the first time? Hornbeam! Thank you so much for subscribing! Welcome to the fold! Again, you could join us on the Discord if you would like to. Link your Twitch and Discord up. Sub for the philosophy! Oh yeah! Thank you, Hornbeam! Oh man, that makes me happy. What a great philosophy of discussion. I guess I'm gonna throw it out there. Subs are still half off if you want to subscribe. Half off for this month. Or for first-time subscribers, not for resubscribers, unfortunately. Yeah, let's look at the laptop and look at the files. This'll be fun. I'm really curious, so I want to know. Something doesn't smell right before I go to sleep. I think you have to go into your connections and turn on the thing, but otherwise, yeah. There's a raid on a compound and all that's left is this lone debriefing? Doesn't add up. So much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? The report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Takashi was telling the truth. For a short report, it raises a lot of questions. Oh, hey! Hi, Jeff. Thank you for hosting. I guess we'll keep going for a little bit longer. We just got done having a very intense debate about philosophy and morality, and now we're learning about murder and suicide cults. It's been fun here. It's been a fun time. Yeah, until the 18th, I think, Link. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. I guess it really was not worth it to, like, threatened to kill people at our police station. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask we found was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened? Ew, in the middle of a pile of dead bodies? Why was it covered up? Okay. 5:50 in the morning? Tasked with raiding compound belonging to cult. Okay, so they did raid it. 12 bodies dead on arrival near a compound, including cult leader. Included 6 females and 3 other males of varying ages with 2 children. 2 other children, 1 adult considered missing, may be dead. Personal effects collected at scene of crime include mask and several other ritual objects. Raid considered a success. Cult known as Common Kai's activities have ceased. Surviving members have been rescued. The report is unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Common Kai compound. No doubt the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths. In one way or another, it found its way to Reina afterwards. What? What was that? Min! Oh, Min! Oh, Min! Oh, thank you for subscribing! Oh my gosh, welcome to the fold! Huh! That's so exciting! Oh my gosh! You can also join our Discord if you want to link your Twitch and Discord together and come hang out with us in there. Thank you for subscribing and supporting the fold. Yay! Thanks, Twitch, for... Huh? Oh no! Pramila Rose? Well, I'm happy to have you here. Yeah, happy to have you here. Welcome. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. Yeah, I guess it's like a good... Thanks, Twitch, for putting subs half off this month for friends. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead, a talent agency called Omega in Kabukicho. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. Oh my god, we hit 60 subs! Thank you, Min, for being our 60th sub. Oh, Hornbeam, if you refresh, you should be able to... If you refresh or relaunch the app, you should be able to do the emote. Also, real quick recap for all the new people. What's happening right now is we are a detective. 6 months ago, there was a hostage situation. There was a redheaded girl holding a pink-headed girl hostage. We had a mask that possessed us and made us crazy, and then we shot the redheaded girl dead. And then 6 months later, our husband / police partner went missing, and we went to find him, and we found him in the sewer with the redheaded girl holding a knife to his throat, even though she's already dead. And we didn't do anything, and then she slit his throat, so he's also dead. But when the police came and found us, they were like, there was nobody there other than you, and your boyfriend's dead, and we think you did it. So they took away our badge and stuff, and now we're going crazy, trying to figure out, like, what the deal is with this crazy mask. And these people, they're related to some kind of cult thing. And, like, we don't know, but the crazy lady keeps talking about the dark, which is apparently the place where all the dead people hide. And, like, we're not sane, so we're gonna go find the dark. Well, that's what we do. We're gonna take our medicine. Oh, we suddenly changed into other clothes. How are we doing on the sanityometer? You know what? Not as insane as I thought we would be. And we're very meticulous in our investigation and still professional. We look like we're doing great. Honestly. Sounds like normal anime week. Yeah, that's fair. Also, hello, King Lord. Right, so we gotta go to Kabukicho now. Oh god, don't mention that guy. Don't mention that guy, Fluffy. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, I'll need to ask around to find it. This place is a normal bar. And the Yakuza have gotten here. Oh, look, police. Oh. Pathogen David, thank you for following and enjoy your apprenticeship. There are policemen that she doesn't recognize. It doesn't look like they're doing police work. Wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of a cash on the side to ignore them. Cops like that wouldn't give me any trouble, and they aren't going to blab to their superiors. Okay, let's listen. Yeah, I am that detective. Don't worry about it. You really think it's a good idea to call that in? 'Cause we're crazy and we will kill you. Oh, no problem, Pathogen. Also, I got the chat on my phone, so if I'm looking at my phone, I'm not trying to be rude. I just, the game went full screen, and I don't have a second monitor. Not risking my job over some nobody detective. Call it into HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers. Can't be serious. I'm not saying we arrest her. Only you're gonna piss off the wrong people. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. Things aren't exactly on stable ground here. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Oh, and then an anonymous tip comes in and frames one of them. Nice. We didn't see any detective tonight. You mean at the bottom doesn't give us a whole lot of options? Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other stuff going around here. Not sure which is worse, honestly. Mifune family? The Mifune family? I don't know anything about the Mifune family, actually. Okay, we got it. You're not gonna... Yeah, okay, thanks. Man, look at all the sex places. I am very professionally unprofessional, thank you very much. That is my job, to be professionally unprofessional. Yeah, let's go into the strip club! Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, that's how I dance too. You know me, dancing like this. Yeah, I do that, I also dance next to clones of myself. Don't worry about it. Alright. Talent agency for Omega. Thanks for dancing with me, guys! This place is plenty sexful. It's not even good dance music, guys. Get some better taste. And apparently this isn't a strip club, or maybe it is and I'm just a silly. ESP1_L. Thank you for following and enjoy your apprenticeship here. Worry not, sweetheart. I work for one of the best agencies in town. Models, performers, actors, you name it. Ew. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work. If you're fine with staying in costume. I'm looking for Omega. Trust me, your friends got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. Nobody's even seen their guys around for months. Word on the street is they ran up a bit of debt with the wrong people. You didn't hear that from me. Come find me if you want a real deal. Oh, Corey, you're gonna get it stuck in my head. Right, Hornbeam? I'm really proud of that emote. It's very cute. Can I ask you something? Heard of an agency called Omega? Doesn't ring a bell. Looking for a missing girl. I don't know any Omega and you probably won't find her even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here? Ew! I don't think you delicate types could handle it. Let's just say not everyone is as nice to ladies in those places as I am and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask someone else. Ew. What, this guy again? Dude, oh, okay, so I already... Oh, well, I guess we're just having this conversation again. Okay, but I've already talked to you guys. Like, am I stuck in this bar? Am I trapped here? Has the game glitched out? Am I literally trapped in this bar? Because it's only giving me the options to talk to these two people? Oh, okay, there I am. Okay, good. No, I'm just stupid. I'm just stupid. Don't even worry about it. I was freaking out. We're good here. Having a star next to your name is more satisfying than you expected. I'm glad that you enjoy it. And I hope that the emote is very useful to you. Surprise, it's purgatory. Hi. I can't hear you! The speaker's right here! Oh, okay. Record stop. I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Excuse me, we were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. It's a much nicer venue than this dump. We'd be happy to escort you. Who are you? Businessmen doing our business. Okay, should we go with them? Do you think that they're Omega Talent Agency, guys? Or do you think that they're the Mafia here to kill me for yelling? Someday, Corey. This bar has a secret cloning machine. Don't even worry about it, Rose. Don't worry about it. Definitely Yakuza. Refuse? Okay, so we have 2 fuses, 1 go. Do a trust fall. I'm gonna take that as a go. I want to go with them, so I'm counting myself here. Refuse? I am going to purge. If he catches you, he's the one. Go. All right. We're going. We're going. We're going. That isn't trustworthy is all I'm saying. Ew, don't touch me. God, I said I'd go with you. That doesn't mean that I'd want you to touch me. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. You are so cool looking. You're so cool. Can I date you? I love you. Welcome, come in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kasumi Mifune. Oh, the Mifune family. I'm sorry, I didn't do any research on you guys before I came in here. I don't know who you are. Okay. We're businessmen, you got that? You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Get out, both of you. Nice. Yes, she's so hot. Okay. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? No thanks. I see. Then excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? I learned from the past not to drink on the job. I'm getting to that. Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around, asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of, how would they word it? Ah, yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We have friends, Detective Ito, and our friends read the newspaper. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? Hey, Rooster! Good night, Squid! We're over our dead boyfriend. As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? Suppose they don't? In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, and yet you've willingly entering a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good! I like you! Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back farther, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Eiichi Higachi. As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea. Can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of talking to me. Not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. I mean, I will do anything for this woman. I don't care. Top of your class, one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Well, she definitely doesn't look like she's, static. Everything you've done paints a picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. It also means you don't have a lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. Girl, I literally already said I will work with you. I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara. I literally said that I would do it! Why did you spend so much time trying to convince me? I literally said that I was gonna do it. Outside of the police headquarters? Blackmail. And she's also blackmailing us. A cat cafe in Akihabara has connections to the mob? Why? Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Well, those are tattoos. Cool, let's go see why the cat cafe has connections to the mafia. Can't trust cats. Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all your help. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be very appreciative of, Ah, he's so cute, Tomo! Pet cat of the stream, Tomo! I need you to sign this or you owe the Yakuza. Yeah, why do you owe the Yakuza? I'm not working for anyone. I've just got this contract in your name and I want to know why. This place isn't all above board, or it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money. When I was setting up, I was just trying to stay above water. The building owner kept coming by to complain. These government types and health inspectors came knocking. Never realized how complicated opening up a place like this would be. I just wanted to help the kitties and make people happy. She came by, someone who loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help smooth things over. I saw the tattoos and everything, but I don't think you should judge people because of how they look. There's no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted her offer and things got better pretty quickly after that. Building owner stopped complaining and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid, but most of the cats here would be stray or dead if I didn't get her help. For a while I thought I was saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loves the cats and was kind and friendly to me. It's been quiet too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I've had in months. 2 months after accepting her help, I closed up the shop and some men showed up for a contract like the one you're holding. Said it was for services rendered. Wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. Gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Simi won't even see me anymore to talk about it. I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. What is this? Please, you have to help me. Listen, I am not the person you want to come at pretending to be a cat. I am not the person who's gonna be turned on by that. I am not the person. I don't. What? Yeah. I feel like humans. Okay. That turned me off. I'm not kink shaming. Not me. Why you put this in the game like it's mainstream enough for that? I mean, maybe it is. Tell her this place closes down all the cats. There'll be no place for them to go. Alright, I'll help. Surely the ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. A tiger can't change its stripes, right? Be more careful who you trust in the future. I think there's something good in her, Sachiko says. I can't help but wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow into that life. All the kitties loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. Aha! It came back to me. I know it's because I'm being a good person and not turning you into the Yakuza, isn't it? Isn't it now? Who's not turning you into the Yakuza? Who's not turning you into the Yakuza? It's me. Cool. But what if you were a cat? I mean, I wouldn't hate you. If you were an actual cat, you would be my pet right now. If you were an actual, honest to God animal cat, it would be mine. I want a cat. You thought the hat had a square top. Oh my god, Tomo came with us! Tomo came with us! Tomo's with us! Tomo, 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 Tomo. Oh my god, he's so cute! Let's go see the Yakuza. Let's go see the Mafia, because we got a cute kitty with us. We got a kitty, it's so cute. He's just like there, he's just bebop in there. Okay, let's go. Don't come to Kara like a cat. Come to Kara as a cat. Correct. I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to sign, you don't come back until it's done. What'd she tell you anyway? Small town girl couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? Or the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What have we here, detective, is a trust issue. You're too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu! Take Ito outside and show her what happens to people who disappoint me. Don't be too rough, I don't want a repeat of last time. And leave her face alone, I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. And keep her jacket here, I like it, it's very chic. Huh. There's a police raid scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they were to find this jacket, who knows what they'd think. Tomo! Appeal to her softer side, Tomo! Hold on, Kazu. Ito, who is this? He's, I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe? He is, huh? I see. I love him! Ah! Oh my god, he's so cute! Look at his squishy little face! I can't have a detective beating around with such a cute little face. What's his name? Tomo? Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I'll call you Mr. Marshmallow. Oh, that? Forget about it. Really? Oh, good. Ito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they wouldn't believe me anyway. My thoughts exactly, so cheer up! How can you stay mad looking at his big little eyes and those little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. Until you find it, but then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or about my, affections for cats or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where he left off. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you've got these little whiskers rubbing against you? It was right. You do genuinely love cats. Why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she has strange ways of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shut down, I'd make sure those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, and not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Oh. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. In doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much of my time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. We're not so different, you and I. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. More than friends? Maybe more than friends? Maybe we could have been more than friends. Stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. All right. We wanted to speak with Omega's company president. One of his many projects. He's a despicable man. I had no problem taking control of his business. Where is he? I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. Can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. Oh, I bet it's the thing locked behind the keypad in that one place. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I thought. I'm right. Higashi Shinjuku, yep. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. Code to the door is 1123. I'm just gonna write that down just in case. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck in finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami. And Ito, thanks for bringing Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing. I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? He does have eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. I love it. Well? Alright, it is 12:30. And although we could go and find the guy behind the keypad, I should probably say goodnight. The main menu, because it's very loud. I should probably say goodnight here. No problem, Min. If there was any like new exciting information, I'd tell you, but most of it is just them repeating information that we already know, or information that's not important. So I skip it. If it's something important, I will say it. But we're gonna end the stream here. Before we go, I would like to know, what was the good thing that happened to you today, or the good thing that you're looking forward to tomorrow? It was your birthday, Cliff! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Cliff! You didn't tell me it was your birthday! Happy birthday! My good thing was that I got some test results back, and I think I know what's going on with me now, so that's exciting. Yay! Happy existence anniversary. Currently eating sour Skittles. Man, sour Skittles are Mm-mm. You're meeting with a childhood friend tomorrow. Yay! Oh, look at all the nice happy birthdays. That's so cute. You learned that nothing is real and nothing else matters. Nice! Streaming will be fun. Looking forward to getting your script done. Nice. Just chug on through. Plans to DM your first D&D game in a couple of weeks. Watsonia, nice. I hope it goes well. We woke up 2 hours ago, so... Oh, you finished most of your animation college final. Man, that's probably a nice weight off your shoulders. The new Kingsman movie? I'm glad that it was good. Oh, for the new season of the show! That's wonderful, Sean. Did the premiere go well? You've subbed. Thank you, Fluffy, for subbing. I appreciate it. Watching Dice camera action live for the first time since catching up. Nice. That must have been exciting. Streaming tomorrow? Nice, Hornbeam. You finished hanging artwork for the gallery, which you have a class of, and you open on Thursday. Ooh, let us know how it goes, Nicopole. That's some nice sugar bread. Yeah. Yeah, Min! Subs! It's the little things, Grandile. I understand that. Good job catching up on homework, Allie. Oh, I see. I see, Chan. Let us know. I'm very curious. And I hope that your new show goes well, too. Oh, that's nice. Snapchat your friends from the fold. Nice. If I had Snapchat, I would add you guys, but I don't, so I won't. Well, I need to pull up OBS. Wow, it's bright all of a sudden. No worries, Negapool. No worries. But, thank you guys for coming to watch the stream. Like, thank you to everybody who came to watch the stream. Thank you to all of our new apprentices. Thank you, Squid, for donating. And thank you to all of our new members of the fold. I'm very happy to have you here. And I hope that you guys have a great day tomorrow. Or like night, or today, or whatever you're doing. I hope you have a great. Thanks for coming, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. See you again later. Bye bye.